Coach Cook's here, and I'm at the beautiful, prestigious hall for the SA Under-18 series, where our SAA side and our SA Under-18 take on the best of the Georgians, the best of the Irish, and also the best of the English.
Oh, this is going to be magic.
We've seen these guys play Derby Days. We've seen them play inter-schools. We've even seen them play Craven Week. But now we get to see the best under-18 players play for the green and gold. I know there's some beautiful mountains here behind me. There's a bit of sun here in the winter, but I'm just here for all the tries and all the action we're about to see this week.
We're at Stellenberg High School in the northern suburbs. First fixture of the Under-18 International Series will see England take Ireland. Looks like Felix Champagne now gets it to the outside. Lavori, he's into space, still going. He's Karolin, is Jack Walsh. Makes a tackle, and this could be an insane opening try to the Under-18 International Series. Just sublime.
Cooks is absolutely amazing. We bump into Keith Wood, and his son is playing fly half for the Irish team. So, you know, one of the world's greatest hookers, son's in this setup. And I think it's just an amazing opportunity for these players to get themselves into the system and to be playing for their countries. And it's an honour for South Africa to be hosting this tournament, and I think it's incredible.
Into space, wants to be, gets on the inside, and that is a phenomenal way to finish his first encounter try.
Good outing today for Ireland in the Under-18 series.
What a moment for those young men dressed in green and gold. For a lot of them, the first time they sing Nkosi Sikelele e-Africa before a rugby match.
Singing the anthem, you know, for your country is a hell of a privilege. It's not a right, it is a privilege, and I can imagine the goosebumps that the boys are going through at the moment. For some of them, it probably could be the last time as well. You know, some of them will go to higher honours, but every time when you put on a jersey where that bok is on your chest, you go to war. You go and die, you go and play for your mates, even if there's blood. But at the end of the day, there's still a job to be done. And, you know, hopefully some of these boys in years to come, we will look at them and say that, you know, we saw them first sing the national anthem at under-18 level, and look where they are now.
Second under-18 international at Stellenberg High School underway.
That's why it's so important that tournaments like the under-18 tournaments, you know, where, you know, our boys, for instance, play against kids from Ireland, England, Georgia, France, for instance. It's so important, purely the exposure and getting that international sort of flavour to sort of match yourself against people from overseas.
Kilumia. Oh, lovely hands. Floating ball, Felix around the outside. Here comes the magic man, the goose step, inside ball. Kilumia. Crossfield kick for Dylan Miller. Luan Kilumia with a vision. Miller with their hands. Crowd on their feet at Stellenberg.
You, as a young player, you got to start somewhere. Obviously, you know, school are giving these kids a wonderful opportunity to expose themselves, to be the character they want to be. Their identities get formed at school, and school is such a wonderful platform for these kids to excel one day. So when you're still in school or when you're done with school, you know, you want to be part of the system. It's very important to stay in the system. It's very important to be true to yourself, to learn about the rugby ethics of this world, you know, and especially with the Springboks, as we can see, is that they got a culture of wonderful principles and ethics, and that's why when anybody comes in, they almost like, it's so easy for them to slide in. We're talking about a Sasha Feinberg in Komazulu, who the other day had his first start for the Boks. They blended him in slowly, and he looks the part, he belongs there, and that is what you want with all these kids. You want to become aspirant Springbok players one day.
Peter Martin says that's it for day one of the Under-18 International Series at the home of the Jade Brigade at Stellenberg High School. A comprehensive victory by 20 points to 3.
Joined here by the SA18 coach, James Winstanley. James, what's the difference between getting those guys from SA schools and getting them ready for this international series?
I think to emphasize the changes that have taken place, that SA Schools Week is an additional program that never used to take place. So this is the third year it's happened where the team has been able to get momentum coming into international series. previously they would have assembled the week of the series, and now we get that additional week. So it's really helped in terms of understanding our principles that we want to try and play in the pressure game, kicking game, set pieces in defence to get us field position, and then from there use that momentum to get scoreboard pressure. So we're really fortunate of the way the structure has changed.
With the backdrop of the mountains of Paarl, you join us live from the Kriel Stadium of Paarl Gymnasium for match day 2 of the Under-18 International Series. And first up, a spicy little encounter between England and Georgia, both visiting the South African shores. The English have done so for many a year. This is, of course, the 14th Under-18 International Series for Georgia, their first visit to the wonderful rugby-playing nation of South Africa.
Tough one on Monday. How's the prep been this week?
Yeah, it was a tough game on Monday, but the boys enjoyed it. A lot of first caps for us, young squad. But the prep this week's been good. You know, we try and get better and better each week, and I think we've done that today. Lower intensity, but still focused. So.
You mentioned for some of the boys, their first cap. It must be an honour for them to put on this jersey and represent their country.
Yeah, always is. Always is to put the rose on our chest. I think a lot for the other lads, like sing the anthem, it's quite a big thing for us. All together, all as one team, and hopefully push on and see what we can do in the next coming weeks.
I mean, sun's out. I mean, tough one today, eh?
Yeah, I know. We have to get better sun cream on today, but you know, to be training in front of these mountains in this view is pretty incredible for us.
Change of direction, that's a clever play. Something on here for the Georgians. It's fullback Khalvashi! Nicolosi Khalvashi. The old trick play. It wasn't Shioshvili. It wasn't Barbakatse. Tiklauri changed the direction. And the Georgians catch England napping. Match 2 of match day number 2 on the way of the Under-18 International Series, and it's the one that South Africans have been waiting for.
Esetu Mnebelele, the captain of the South African Under-18 side. What a privilege, eh?
Huge privilege. I mean, those are things that you dream of as a little kid. Being captain of your country. And to be honest, this is just only the beginning, really, because all of us really want to achieve being a Springbok. I really want to achieve being in the SA Under-20. So I think this is the start, but it was such a huge privilege.
On the blind side, little dab forward. On the chase now, regathered inside ball, Marcus Miller on his own field, to the delight of the Paarl Gymnasium supporters. What a play by Yakin Ahmed.
A man that started his journey in Ludwigstad, went to Jeppe, now is wearing the green and gold. If we sit here in 10 years' time from now, where do you want to be?
I mean, obviously, I want to see myself playing for the Springboks. I want to become a legend of the game as well. And yeah, I mean, just having a family of mine, you know, supporting my mother and my grandmother as well. But yeah, truly to be a Springbok, that's my #1 goal, yes.
And that's amazing words for me. I mean, and rugby is a vehicle, isn't it? Eh? Rugby is a vehicle for a lot of us, you know, to something better and to support our families. And it's absolutely amazing to hear. I wish you the best of luck, first of all for the international series and then for your junior years at the unions. Are you allowed to say, you know, where you're going? Where will you be playing your rugby next year?
I'll be playing my rugby at the Sharks the next year, yeah.
Van der Merwe. Great pass by Van der Merwe to Cheswell Jooster, who's going to round off. Bullet of a pass, beats 2 defenders. Hats off to the South African attack. And that's it, says Jonathan Lottering, for match day number 2 of the Under-18 International Series.
Hot hotbed of South African rugby talent, Eastern Cape. Now also a hotbed of coaching talent, both you and James, you know, from the Eastern Cape. What can we expect differently from the two of you as to pose what has come before?
Yeah, so we, myself and James are very, let me say, always keen to insert our own flavour. Me certainly in the back strikes, etc. And James obviously in the way he looks at that maul, he looks at the line out. So we'll certainly, as Eastern Cape boys, try to put our flavour in what the game is to be.
Welcome to Brookstraat here in Paarl, which is a part of the winelands of the Western Cape, where we'll see the final day of the Under-18 International Series when South Africa take on England, two powerhouses of world rugby doing battle out here in Paarl.
I'm joined by SN18 centre Janko Purchase. Janko, second time now you've been playing for SN18. How does it feel the second time round?
It's definitely still a privilege, honestly. It's such a wonderful experience to be part of the SA Under-18 camp, and with this group of boys, I think we're really special to have this opportunity.
What's it like to be involved in the camp and being around some outstanding leaders, SA2s and guys like Pete who captain their schools as well?
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful leadership group. I mean, I'm privileged to be around these oaks, and I'm learning every day from them, and they just showing me so much lessons, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of the leadership group. Yeah.
Strong scrum by South Africa and controlling it well. Moyo finds Adams outside, then back to Akawakona in space, and Kuti Rashivaga will jog over for the opening score in this fixture against England. And that is a textbook training ground move executed to perfection, and South Africa are 5 points better for it.
Joined by the vice-captain of the South African Under-18 side, Riley Norton. You were there before, so can you guide your teammates through it?
Yeah, you know, luckily we have a bit of experience. I think me, Janko, Setu, there's a group of senior players, Rambo, that were here last year. So we've all experienced it. We played against France, we played against England last year. But it's always special. The first time is not only special, it continues to be special, and representing such a special land like South Africa. So we have a nice group of senior players that will definitely take the charge and be able to calm down. But the whole team is just, you know, we're excited. There's not many guys that are going to get sucked up by the occasion, and we're just here to enjoy ourselves and just express ourselves within the team.
Chase, he gets it, it's Peter van der Merwe on the inside. He finds Meyer. Will he go all the way? Algonan Meyer from SWT goes over for South Africa. Now it is a party here at Brook Street.
What a great way to end the week with SN18 beating England after a great start against Ireland, and I can't wait to see where these guys go in their rugby careers.